Hello everyone. In this presentation we are going to present to you what is sustainable tourism. First we are going to give you a short definition of this subject. Sustainable tourism is defined as an integration of environmental, economic and social aspects in the tourism industry. This term is opposed to over-tourism, and it wants to be a form of tourism that limits as much as possible negative externalities caused by the practice of this tourism and developing the positive externalities. This form of tourism is more and more up to date, but it's still struggling to become standards in the world of tourism. To help us to understand this concept, we interviewed two professionals of the tourism, which can permit to us to understand better the challenge and the limits of the development of sustainable tourism. So let's take a look on their vision of this concept.
We interviewed Mu, a Thai businesswoman who owns a hotel, a restaurant and a coffee shop in Bangkok, Thailand. To her, it's important thinking about the impacts of her business on the environment and the people. To her, sustainable tourism is being responsible on every aspect involved in tourism. It's running your business sustainably while respecting both the environment and the people, which is what she's doing with her own company. For instance, she buys her products locally instead of purchasing them from a big corporation, which makes her spend more money but has a positive impact on the local economy. Tourism is an important industry in Thailand, and a lot of tourism businesses are aware that they need to protect their country's people, environment, culture, and economy. She thinks that more regulations should be implemented, especially to protect the environment, and she thinks that the new generations are more aware and more willing to protect the environment and change the way they travel.
Lucas Bandil is running an hotel and restaurant company in the Gorge du Verdon. This hotel is a little bit special because it integrates a new way to consume nights on holidays with experiencing nature environment on trees. According to him, sustainable tourism is the fact of integrating ecological and social dimension into the conception of the tourism offer. There is a particular point that asked me something. He started the company with not the eye because of an ideal or because he particularly defends sustainable tourism, but because nothing of this type was proposed in the region. He has just the best business model of the moment and he applied it. Some technical problems subsist in the sector, like the unattractiveness of wealthy clients and of those who travel outside the peak periods. They operate over shorter periods than traditional tourism. The response I preferred is about his own conceptions of holidays. In a very few words, he said that he is no longer able to going on holidays because his job can't allow it.
To summarize these interviews, we have asked two professionals with different businesses in different places, one in France and one in Thailand. However, we can highlight some common points of view. Firstly, the ecological aspect is very important in sustainable tourism for both of them, but also the social aspect. They think that the new generation will have a big role in this sector and especially in limiting mass tourism, but they need to be educated. The solutions would be, according to Mu's point of view, to search for more sustainable places, and also regulations must be implemented. The other professional complete these ideas by saying that people have to break those rules and go into the unknown instead of trends. They believe that sustainable tourism will take a huge place in people's mind, and they try to make changes at their different scales in their operations in order to be more and more sustainable. For them, this sector is a growing sector, and it will represent a lot of opportunities, a lot of business opportunities in the future.